which of my enlightened friends would like to share some information with me. And, it'll be an ascended master or an archangel or divine mind being the collective of all of it. And it'll have a certain piece of information. When we were guided to, I suppose I was guided to do this, it was the same sort of thing, and I was given a framework of how it would look basically, and then I just sort of followed the flow, and as it emerged, I would type it up into these PowerPoint type presentations, and I thought, wow, as it was going, it came through, and at the end of it looked great. There's a little bit of editing because everything's filtered. Everybody receives this stuff through there's an element of my filter in it. So I had to go back, and as I learned more, it took a period of time for it to sort of perfect itself, because there were aspects of my understanding that weren't adequate to fully or to give the best information for a while. But life, you sort of come up against life, and you learn those lessons, and you realize, oh no, that's why that happened, and sure enough, that's why that happened, and so I need to change this. And after a while, it was in the sort of shape that it needed to be in, and then we recorded it, and so people can either read it read it and they'll hear it at the same time, but really they'll experience the energy of it, because the energy of it is the biggest factor really in this product. So the components of the product, the first component is just introduction to metamorphosis, and if you've had a chance to review the video that's on our homepage at www.lifeenergycoaching.com, that is the bulk of what's on introduction to metamorphosis. But there's also a little bit more information about how to use the product and when not to use the product, and because it's a very powerful experience when you, especially the 5 other CDs, which are all what we'd call energy makeovers. So there are these 5 energy makeovers, and we guide people not to do these things, more than one of these things on the same day. The first, you wouldn't want to do the second CD the same day as the first, and you would wait 3 days after each of the other CDs before you would do the next one, because there's so much processing that goes on in your energy field. You don't want to overload yourself. So the first of the energy makeovers is called Personal Energy Makeover, and that is all about probably your most important relationship, the one with yourself. How do you feel about yourself? And the style of that energy makeover is to take you back into the self energies, like self-love, self-respect, self-appreciation, you name the self-approval, all these sorts of energies, and how have we typically misunderstood that energy? How have we created problems in that energy? So as we become aware of that, and with all the energy work that we've done over 7 years with ourselves and others, there's an energy template, if you like, that accompanies this product. What you're actually hearing and seeing is important. It's good coaching. It's to help people not recreate the same problems, but they're really getting an energy bath, if you like, from all that energy that's been cleared. It's about helping transmute whatever they have that's the same thought patterns. Okay? Mm-hmm. So the next one is called Relationships Energy Makeover, and that's all about your relationships with others and how you've created blocks and barriers in your relationships with others. So that might be the energies like love, respect, appreciation. No longer how you feel about yourself, but towards others. So those are both similar style. It's just understanding how we've created the block. The next energy makeover is different. This one's called Money Energy Makeover, and it looks at four kinds of energy: money, success, luck, and freedom. And seven similar energies. Well, actually, money and six others, success and six others, etc. And the reason that we look at each of these different energies is because the human being hasn't just been on planet Earth. It's been the souls that are here. I should say the souls that are human right now have been elsewhere in the universe, in the eternal